welcome to the Talk Snack podcast. And today, joined with Kerry Feeney, all the way from Liverpool. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, amazing. So, we're going to just discuss your recent EP, the remix that's just come out, just everything just about yourself. So, I'm going to start, how did you get into music?
Oh my God, that's a hard question. I've sang my whole life, honestly. I have. You hear that all the time, but really I did. When I was like 3, I was like singing in front of the telly. So I knew I always wanted to do music or be a singer. But I kind of went down the avenue of musical theatre. So I went and got like a degree in musical theatre, and I thought I was going to sing that way. I was just going to play characters. But then it wasn't until I moved to Liverpool and I started to learn how to DJ, and then like from learning to DJ I met producers, and then at the time I was making stuff at home, but like very secretively, like I wouldn't tell anyone. And then the guy I was DJing with was like, what's this on my little USB, what's this song, and played it. It was something that I wrote and sang to, and I was so embarrassed, and then he was remixing it and stuff, and it sounded good, and he was like, you should do more. So then I started to make more stuff at home, and then eventually I just was like, oh, let's just share one. Let's just see what happens. Yeah.
So do you write all your own music then? It's just, or have you got like a team behind you?
Yeah, I've definitely got a team of like producers and masterers and just really talented people that help me or advise me. I'm very, very basic with production still. I'm still learning. So sometimes I'll have producers who help me fully on a whole track, or just kind of come in and say, you can do, kind of tutor me, I guess. But when it comes to like the writing of the lyrics and the melody lines, I like to just, that's just mine. I like to just mine. Yeah.
So, like you said, you've been doing this since you were like 3 years old, singing in front of the telly in the shower or whatever, but who are your musical influences? Because, I mean, like I said to you before, you sound a bit like Ariana Grande in the way you try to project your vocals and stuff. So I wonder, is she an influence or?
Yeah, definitely. I love Ariana. But I guess Ariana was an influence maybe for about 3 years now. She's quite a recent one.
Yeah.
Especially since like Dangerous Woman and all of that. That was like a big influence. But I guess growing up, it was Madonna. Because my mum had the Immaculate Collection video. So it's like a video of all of her music videos. So I just like put it on, and then I just sit in front of the telly, and I just either stare in awe or sing along or like dance and try and be Madonna. So like Madonna was definitely a big influence. And then obviously, like, because it's 90s, it was like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. It was all women though. If you look at my CD collection from when I was like 7, I started to collect CDs. I've still got them, and they're all women. They're just all female artists. So I obviously had an inkling of what I wanted to become. Yeah.
Well,
Madonna.
Yeah, well, I mean, Madonna, she's got some cool songs. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie. But so you're saying like it's mainly women, and in your sort of genre of pop R&B, it is primarily women influences. I mean, the music I generally listen to, like the indie sort of rock scene, is men. So it's kind of like complete opposite. What you're into. Have you got any like male musical influences?
I mean, really, like when I'm not writing, what I enjoy to listen to and relax is like Ray Montag and like Damien Rice and like I guess singer-songwriters, acoustic players. Like obviously, like I like all the modern ones, like Harry Styles. You can't escape him, can you? He's just amazing.
Yeah, it's just absolutely everywhere at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess like anyone who's kind of acoustic-y is relaxing for me. So I'm definitely a big fan of Ray Montag. But I am kind of, I don't know, I am kind of a big feminist that like when it comes to like supporting women's music, I'm always like, at the moment I'm just listening to like like Ava Max a lot and things. But I don't know. That's a really tough one. No one's ever asked me what male artists are like. Harry Styles at the minute though.
Yeah, nice. So your EP came out self-titled, I do believe. And what's the response been to that? Like, just generally on social media, has it been positive, or have you had feedback or whatever?
It's been really good. Like I guess mainly because like it's gone into like a few HMV shops now and things, and like we had stuff lined up. That's still going to happen, like the gigs and things. I guess it was just a good way to kind of create more, just more going on, because with the single releases, it was like, here's a single, listen, or like maybe it was a music video also. But I guess with the EP, it just gave us more freedom to kind of like go out there and be more creative. So it meant that I got a band together, and the band's like playing the songs now, and it just it just meant that we could do more things because there's more songs. Because really, I couldn't really book gigs and be like, I have one song.
Yeah.
Now it means I have got like a little repertoire of songs to play for you, and in different styles. But the response was really good, like because the songs are kind of different on the track. The R&B and pop influences are all there, but you have like We're Not Here For You, and that's like dancey, and then you have Not Your Baby, and that's very 80s. Like I wrote that for my mum because 80s music.
Yeah.
So the songs are each their own, very different. So people usually say, oh, listen to your EP and I like this one, or listen to your EP and I like this one. So they like different things. So it's been really good to see what people prefer as well, because songs that I thought would do well, like We're Not Here For You, I thought would do really well because it's dancey. People haven't spoken about that as much as they've spoke about Not Your Baby. So that was interesting.
For me personally, Not Your Baby was actually my favourite as well. I mean, we wrote a review on it, link in the bio. But like you said, all your songs on the EP are like quite different. Like, not samey artists. You're trying to go through different routes. Obviously, you found that like enjoyable. I think that is the way forward for a lot of musicians, because if you just keep throwing out the same thing, you're going to stagnate. And a lot of bands nowadays do that. But you mentioned gigs there. Have you managed to play live many of these songs? Obviously, at the moment, it's been difficult, yeah.
Yeah, because it came out in April, and it was scheduled to come out in April for a while. And then with everything that's going on, I was like, do I postpone it? Like, is it like an ignorant time to kind of bring out music, or is it a good time to bring out music because it's helping to distract people and give them something to listen to? So I was really conflicted, but I just went with it. I thought, I committed to this, I'll just bring it out in April. But it just meant we couldn't do, like, we had like an EP party planned, and obviously the HMV tour, and like a few things with BBC introducing, and they've all been really like postponed to the end of the year. But yeah, I guess it gives it more life, because now it's like, this is the listening stage, and then by the time we can get back to doing live music again, it'll be me like, I'm here again, singing the same song. Give me a chance. But yeah, like, it's something to look forward to, but it's been difficult because all I can really do is do a lot of Instagram lives, Facebook lives, which is fun, but it's not as good as the real thing, to see people like in the audience and interact with them. It's hard when it's just you just looking at yourself. So yeah.
Well, what's the best gig you've played so far in your whole career?
I mean, a lot of the gigs I haven't played many as like Kerry Feeney and having my own music. Like, a lot of them were either characters or me singing other people's songs, just doing like a cover night. So there was only really one major one that I did at LIPA, at the Liverpool Institute of Performing Arts, and and that was organised by a friend of mine on KCC Live Radio, and he was like, do you want to do a gig tonight? Like, just asked me dead last minute. I was like, yeah. So I just went up and sung like 4 songs, and I loved it because the audience as well was obviously music students, so they weren't just there and just listening to anything. They were really listening. But you could see that they were really listening, and like a set and everything, and like the music, and they could hear all like the brass and everything, and they were enjoying different bits. I could see. So that was interesting from like a feedback point of view, and they did like it. So that was very complimentary coming from music students. But that was the last one I was able to do, and then it was lockdown.
But I mean, like you said before, you were conflicted about whether to release it in lockdown. But I would actually say it's one of the best times to have released music, because people got so much time on their hands, and a lot of new music has just been discovered. So by that token, have you got any plans to release new music anytime soon? You have just released a remix, I think it was last Friday. Have you got any more plans?
Well, yeah, the remix comes out on the 24th, Friday the 24th, and it's going to be like, it's like a pre-save thing at the minute, because if you pre-save
so my bad, yeah.
No, but what you can't do, you're an artist, like you do really well. But it comes out then, and then after that, I mean, I'm kind of hoping that I'll carry me on until I can do more like videos with the band, or and then it'll be Christmas. I might bring out a little single for Christmas, because I'm writing so much. Like, I think I've written off like 3 albums in this time. So maybe I'll bring out like another little single. But I'm kind of thinking, in my head, it's like 2021 tour year, just do loads of like gigs wherever, whenever, whoever will have me.
Yeah.
And then 2022, I would like to bring out an album, and I already know the name. I already know on it. Like, it's already planned in my head. Like, when I listen to the tracks, I'm like, I'll do a music video like this. So I already know what I want to do. It's just like a waiting game of kind of like building up a little bit of like a fan base, and people that want to come to the shows and hear and now buy an album,
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to that campaign, Kerry Feeney for Christmas #1.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it.
So you just mentioned music videos. You have released a couple of music videos. What are they like to record? Because I've never been a part of one of it. So.
The first one was crazy, and I'm quite a smiley, kind of like energetic, bubbly person. But then with the first video, it was like I was so nervous. I was just very like poker face. So it's funny to look back on now, because that was 2 years ago now, I think, that video, I believe. But yeah, the first one was Baby Girl Know It, and we just went to a club in Liverpool with like a few dancers, and just kind of like, kind of went with it. And I had an amazing like videographer, and like his team was there, and and they all had like the best equipment, so they knew what they were doing, and were in safe hands. And then the second one was like, right, let's do like a dance, because I'm in love with dance. Like, I can't dance, I can't, but I love dance. And I love having like amazing like female dancers in the videos with me, kind of like showing that kind of confidence. So I really wanted to do like a dance video, so we did that with Dangerous, and that was because it was obviously like a very physical song, a physical video. But to be in them, that's completely different, because the first one I was so nervous, and the second one, like I was like, yeah, I could do this every day. I love it. So, and we did the behind the scenes as well. Did you see the behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could kind of get an essence of what the energy was like on the day. It was really fun, and I want to keep doing those behind the scenes as well, because I feel like the videos are always very serious. And you do have a lot of fun. You have so much fun on set.
Yeah, when I was watching it, I could see like your positivity towards it.
Yeah.
I feel like you're a really positive person towards just all music in general. and you seem to have like a plan, like you said, the album and stuff. But the question, if you've watched any of the podcasts, I love to ask it to every artist or band we have on, is where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I don't know, like, you just sound, like, I'm going to sound kind of like narcissistic answering it, but I've got quite a lot of self-belief. So, like, I don't know, in 10 years, well, in 10 years, that means that I would like to obviously like have a couple of albums out, like have done a couple of tours, have like a strong fan base, and kind of be like a full-time musician, just not kind of like, oh, I work part-time here, or I'm a waitress and then kind of do it on the side. I want it to be like I'm known for music, and it's just what I get to do every day because I love it. I love every aspect of it as well. I love everything from the interviews to planning the music videos to making the music to singing live. So there's no catch for me just yet. You know what I mean? So I just want to continue doing it. But yeah, and I'm kind of thinking as well, I'd be 34 in 10 years. So, and I do want, I guess I kind of want children as well, but that can wait until I'm like 38. That can wait. Music first. But yeah, I kind of see myself happy in music, maybe with a family and lots of holidays. So, yeah.
I feel that's been the most like common answer, is people just want to do music for a living.
Yeah.
But if you're doing that, there's no reason why you just stop there, because you got to have ambition. Like you said, sky's the limit. You just keep going on and on and on. Yeah, I mean, we wish you the well here at top. Wish you all the best, sorry. And I'm sure there's great things to come. I got one more question for you. So we like to end the podcast just playing sometimes a bit of a game. So we do headline, support, reject, where I give you 3 artists at a gig, and you have to say who headlines, who supports, who rejects. But I'm going to do something a bit different today.
Okay.
So if you had to pick your favourite song of all time, what would it be?
Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Wow, not even thinking about it.
Only because I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, yeah. And then when I thought about it, I was like, yeah, it feels right. Yeah, because I love it, and I've listened to it about 5 million times, and the like instrumental and the build still gets me. I love it. Because I have a playlist as well on Spotify of all my favourite songs, and I'll listen to them on like a loop. So at the minute I love Me Land, and I just keep listening to it over and over, but then like in a week or so I would have heard it too many times, so I'll take it out of the playlist. But then Iris has never not been enjoyable to listen to over and over, so it's got to be, hasn't it?
Yeah, I thought that question would stump you, but you were ready.
Let me just see what I wrote down earlier. Yeah.
Well, Kerry, it's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, and like I said, we wish you all the best. You have got new music coming out 24th July, and all your links are going to be in the bio. So this has been the Talk Tonight podcast. Thank you for watching. Cheers.